Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to share all the tips a woman must take care of when returning to office after the maternity leave. So of course it's an emotional moment for all of us women, because we're going to spend less time with our baby now, and all the rest and all the good days and lazy days that we had so far has come to an end and will be coming to an end, and we'll have to manage the office work, household work, plus become an important part of our life as our child's work also. To start our office work, we have to always think about obviously backup plans of who will take care of our baby, how it will be done, what are the future plans, what documents should I keep ready to go to office. That again depends upon office to office. So I'm going to quickly share the points I have noted down for my child purpose. Before we begin this video, if you do like my content, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, so the first point is who will take care of our child. So we have different options here. For some it's feasible that their in-laws can take care, or their parents can take care. That's a very comfortable option, and if it is working out for you, it's the best. You don't have to worry much, because your in-laws or your parents already know how your child eats, what are the medicines your child takes, what are the different emotions that your child is going through, how does your child express hunger, frustration. All those points are covered without without much tension, I must say. But in other cases where you're staying in different place or due to your personal reasons, you will have to look out for options outside your house, like hiring a nanny or a babysitter, or going to the daycare. Now in my case, I have explored a couple of daycare options, and at the end I settled for a babysitter. Now if you want to go for a daycare option, I would suggest that make sure that you and your husband are completely work from office situation. Now because of the COVID, what has happened is a hybrid model has come into picture for big IT companies. So couple of days you stay at home, couple of days you go to office. So in that case I would still suggest putting off a daycare option for now, also considering it's summertime. So and also whether you go to office or not, you'll have to daily go and drop your child to the daycare center. Now let's suppose daycare center, sending your child to daycare is an option. Go ahead and type in Google and find out the best daycare centers near you. From my experience, there are very less daycare centers near me that accepts babies from 6 months, because special trained women are required to take care of babies from 6 months to 1 year. Nonetheless, I did find, and I did speak to a couple of them. They're good organizations also available. If you go ahead and see in Google, that will help you find a good daycare center near you. So that's about daycare center. Now next is nanny. So if you want to go ahead with the nanny option, and if you stay in a community or gated community or apartments, or put in a word to your neighbors that hey, I'm looking for a nanny for our child, and our child is now XX months. Please do let us know if you know any nanny. And that's what same we did. So we have a WhatsApp group for our apartments, and we dropped in a message saying that we are looking for a nanny almost 2 months before my maternity leave was ending. And we searched for several options. We have interviewed so let me go back a step. So once we send the message, we did have really good neighbors sending us contacts, couple of contacts who they think are really good babysitters, or who were their ex babysitters, and they have given us the contact. I went and called those ladies, and we did have a couple of talks. And obviously the first person if mutually you and that lady agree, and that first interview, it's great, it's all fixed. But apparently for us, we had to look out for more options. So we did speak to one lady, and she wasn't willing to come, and somehow the timings also did not match, her timings to be here and my shift timings. And the second lady has we interviewed has agreed, and she's already babysitting. Here the main reason for me to agree this babysitter is she has already been babysitting another girl in our apartments, and who are leaving, and hence she'll be coming to us. So that was I didn't know her, but people in my apartments knew her, and they have certified her as a good lady, that she's been taking care of them, taking care of that girl since for 3 years. So obviously we have seen her doing a good job, and that gave me confidence to hire her. Okay, now preferably when should the babysitter or the daycare thing start on a trial basis? Preferably 2 weeks before your maternity leave ends. But in my case, for unexplainable reasons, she will start on the same day as my office starts, which is which is very hectic and very tension situation. So please make sure, at least if it's possible, that this nanny or daycare trial basis starts 2 weeks minimum before your maternity leave ends, so that at least you are used to this schedule, and it does not look chaotic once your office starts. That's one. So go. So the next point is, you'll have to make sure that your child's birth certificate and all the details required to register your baby to your office health insurance is also ready. And the birth certificate is required in instance where you want to register your child to your company's offered daycare center program. Then you will need the birth certificate there. The next thing that you will have to keep ready is, in case you're going for a babysitter or a daycare center option, then make sure all the baby's medicines, formula milk, Cerelac, or whatever food that your baby is taking is all prepared and kept ready for at least 1 working week of yours. And also all the toys required to play, sufficient diapers to go through your work week, and all that are ready. And also please keep in mind how many like in case the baby is going to the daycare center, you will also have to send the number of quite a number of feeding bottles or milk bottles that is required in that duration for your baby or a babysitter. Then in that case, you'll have to slow train her, not obviously tell her everything at once. Take 1 week work from home. In case you are fully called to office, take 1 week work from home. Slowly teach your babysitter on, like, this is this kind of emotion means this. If you're this time you'll have to feed the baby, even because sometimes by the time the baby reaches 6 months, they don't cry for food. At least my child doesn't really cry for food. She just makes she just screams, which means that she's hungry. So we have to make an adjustment for that. And make sure you teach her how much quantity of milk, water should be mixed in, how much quantity of the formula powder. All such things you'll have to slow train her, and it will take couple of days time. And obviously if there are a couple of drops and syrups and some medicines that your baby takes, then make sure that you teach the babysitter at what time you give and how much quantity to give and how to give. So train her on that. That will also take around 1 week is my assumption. And once you completely train her, I suggest you both have a quick connect at the end of the day, end of her work day, to understand how much of medication, what all medication she has given, what has she missed, has the baby pooped. I know it sounds strange, but you'll have to know that has the baby pooped, was there any difficulty, etc., etc. She will have to report to you, a small report kind, that you know what to expect and what else you have to do or pick up from where she's left off. Also, if you have a babysitter, make a place for her in the portion of your house that is exclusively she'll be using, like in the hall. For example, if you want your babysitter to engage your baby in the hall for the whole day, make sure you set up a rack kind for all you where all your baby stuff is kept, like her toys, her clothes, her diapers, her medicines and bottles, bottle sterilizer, her swing, her feeding chair, whatever you can think of is kept there. Her towel is kept there, so that she can easily access without disturbing other people in the house, or without roaming to the other portions of the house. If you want to restrict her movement, that's completely optional, of course. And then if you have a laptop, office laptop, make sure that it's ready and set up to work, so you do not want to make your first day of work more hurry, running behind the IT team. And I would suggest, the next point is, I would suggest you to have a mock day trial. Like for example, obviously when you are not a working woman, it's not always required for you to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, though some people do it, but I didn't do it in my entire maternity leave. I slept, I enjoyed, I delayed stuff, I procrastinated as much as possible, because I know this 6 months will not come back anytime soon. So 6 months of full enjoyment I have done. So for me, waking up in the morning is quite difficult, so I started doing a mock trial from 3 days or 4 days before, so that I know what I have to expect and it doesn't feel like a burden on my first day at work. And the next one is, if you are expected to go to office, make sure at least one work week required dresses are already pressed and kept, your baby's dresses are pressed and kept, so that this will again obviously save time on your working days while you're adapting to this new schedule. And last but not the least, this is very emotional, but it's okay to cry, because you're keeping your baby in someone else's hands, and you might miss out on the baby's milestones, and you might not be the first one to see your baby's milestones, and you'll be seeing your baby less, of course. So please give yourself time to cry, and but then again brush it off. Weekends, you do have weekends with the child, right? Yeah. If you do like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.